You're watching Pyro Media.
Motivation to use only. Mentally feel like Kobe. I'm like Jokic with the rock. You physically couldn't hold me. I don't care if you push it 40. You can never little bro me. You're on step like Ginobili. From young OG to the OG. From nosebleeds to floor seats. Circle stronger than Cuban links. My gold dance, your gold plated. You verse me, now that's the reach. We ready. Who ready? We ready. Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? Who? We ready. Who? Who ready? We ready. Been ready. I waited. My turn. On God.
Hello,
Just steady. I keep
Pyro
dropping back to back. I keep going if you
If
let
this
me.
is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience with us is fruitful. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. And we do hope you consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. My God, today.
Grand Rising, and happy Friday, Pyromaniacs, Royals, everybody, lottie-dottie, kings and queens, and everybody in between. I am your host, Kwame, and I am so excited because today is not just Friday. It is a special day for one of our Pyromaniacs, one of our diamonds, one of our gladiators. Shout out to Dr. Holt. Happy birthday to you, King, and I hope that you have a phenomenal weekend. Enjoy this weekend. One of my favorite Aquariuses in the world. Shout out to you, King. And y'all like that intro video? That was for Dr. Holt. We're going to play that one more time because that was for Dr. Holt.
Bend that ass over. Let that coochie breathe. Shake that ass, bitch. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Hands on your knees. Shake that ass for Drake. Now shake that ass for me. My God, today.
My God, today. Shake that ass. Dr. Holt. Shake it for trade. Happy birthday to you, King. You deserve all of the goodness and all of the blessings. We love you, King. Happy birthday to you. Let's see who is in the building. TJIF to you, Michaela. We love you, little sis. Grand Rising to you, Keith. Thanks for coming in. Oh, I did not check the... You know what? There's been a lot going on, so I apologize, sir. Let me go ahead and check it right now. You might be in request. Okay, that's probably why I didn't see it. Aha, you were in request. Let me go ahead and accept it. Okay. Yes, let's talk. We'll talk about it. Absolutely, not a problem. You one of our loyal Pyromaniacs. I got you. We'll talk about it. I'll connect with you after the show. Cupcake, what is going on? Cupcake says, and just for old-fashioned times, happy birthday, Deacon, Dr. Professor, Apostle, Bishop, Pastor, Reverend, Prophet, Overseer, Elder, Evangelist, Supervisor, Principal, Administrator, Mr. HBCU, Mr. Community, Kenya Moore, Hair Care, biggest fan, Holt, you are a hot mess, Cupcake, but I am here for it. Shout out to you. What's going on, Serena? Oh, yes, Darius may be coming in late, and he may not because of he had a work meeting that he could not move. So he may be coming in late and or may not. But we want to shout out Darius anyway, my brother from another mother. Shout out to him. And if he can't make it, he'll be in here. If not, we'll see you guys on Monday. Michaela says, you're wrong for that one. That was too much. That's one of the reasons why the church is important. Listen, we're going to talk about it. Cupcake says, that intro told me everything I need to know about today. Shit. Listen, Cupcake, you already know. What do you mean? I know what? Listen, happy birthday to you. Yeah, shout out to Dr. Holt. Happy birthday to you, sir. You deserve it. Hands on your knees, Dr. Holt. Hands on your knees. My God, today. Thank you for my knees hurt. Put some Ben Gay on it, and you'll be all right. Praise Jesus. All right, let's get on into some things, y'all. First, everybody, lottie dottie. If you have not done so, hit that like button for me. And share. I don't care where you share it to. Share it to inbox. I don't care where you share it to. Just make sure you share it so you can let the YouTube algorithm and Twitch algorithm know what's going on. Let people know and bring everybody into the party. We appreciate you. ATL Taurus, thank you for joining. We appreciate you. Yes, shout out to you, ATL Taurus, and shout out to everybody that's coming on in and everybody in the bushes. We want to welcome you too. Thank you for coming on in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We appreciate it. Oh, yes. If you feel so inclined, help him get his needs fixed. Dr. Holt's Cash App is D. Lee, L-E-E, 1982. That means he is extremely old. He knew Jesus. Anyway, no, it's D. Lee, 1982. Praise Jesus. Shout out to him. Cupcake says, everyone send Dr. Holt some Kenya Moore hair care before his break. Absolutely. Kenya Moore hair care. Because you know Kenya is one of Dr. Holt's favorite human beings on the earth. And we want to make sure that he is supporting his queen. Shout out to Kenya Moore. Okay, let's go ahead and thank our mods. Shout out to our Gladiators, Cupcake, and Dr. Holt. We love you both so dang on much. Not too much on the 80s babies. I said nothing about 80s babies. How you just turned instantly old today? Everything hurt. Right, just instantly. I said 82. Anywho. If you have not done so already, if you're not following Pyro Media on all social media platforms, make sure you do follow on your favorite social media platform, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, now known as X. Or you can follow it on Twitch and YouTube as well. So make sure you guys are following Pyro Media Network everywhere at Pyro Media Network. And if you missed the debut of the Walt Bay Seduction, which is a new show on Patreon exclusively, you can go over to patreon.com/Pyro Media. We have a lot of new content coming to the hotspot over the next couple of weeks, and I'm super excited, especially a show that I think you guys will enjoy. Make sure you sign up in there. I'm not going to say anything about it, but you know. We're going to be dropping a little hint about it this weekend. So shout out to Pyro Media Productions. All right. Let's get into some things, y'all. We got a lot to talk about today, so I want to hurry up and get through this breaking news. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. So, this tea is so good. Shout out to Tazo. If you're not sponsoring us, I don't think you're sponsoring us yet, but you should. I like Tazo. Especially your passion tea. It's very fruity, very good on the notes, the scent notes. Anyway, y'all's former president walked out of the court today because rules don't apply for everybody here. Okay, it's just do whatever the hell you want to do. Anywho, take a look.
We began with Donald Trump back in a courtroom this morning for closing arguments in the second E. Jean Carroll defamation case. And the jury could get this case as soon as this afternoon. This after the former president took the stand in his own defense for just minutes yesterday after days of delays and speculation. Let's get right to the courthouse and our Yasmin Vasugian standing by outside. Also with us, NBC News correspondent Von Hilliard, along with criminal defense attorneys Danny Savalos and Lexi Rigdon. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Yasmin, court just getting underway, and it looks like Trump left the courtroom now. What's going on?
He did. So he wanted to be here this morning for closing arguments, but it seems like he didn't want to listen to E. Jean Carroll's attorney in their closing arguments because he left about 10 minutes into the closing arguments. And I want to read for you a little bit, Anna, if I can, bear with me, from what we're getting from inside the courtroom when it comes to the closing arguments and the way in which E. Jean Carroll's attorneys are framing this whole thing. And it speaks to kind of what we've been talking about repeatedly. If E. Jean Carroll suffered harm, he says she was asking for it. She had no choice. They have the nerve to suggest that she would be grateful to Donald J. Trump because she is more famous than she was before, and being known as a liar and a whack job is different than an advice columnist. And then she goes on, Anna. She says, if he thinks with his wealth and power he can treat Miss Carroll how he wants and will suffer no consequences, he continues to defame her and destroy her reputation. He cannot attack her just because he feels it.
My bad. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay, I'm so sorry. I had to mute it because I didn't want to. Anyway, what I was saying was, really quickly, recapping what I said, is that I am not surprised. I don't know why people are surprised at what's going on with Donald Trump. I don't understand. I don't understand why people are surprised or upset that he is doing what he has always said that he is. Am I still muted? Am I muted now? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you guys can hear me. Are we good? I hear myself now. Can you guys hear me? Let me know. Okay, there we go. All right, thanks. All right, so anyway, I don't know why people are surprised by him and his actions. I don't know why I'm not surprised. Thank you, Camila. Thank you, Cupcake. I'm not surprised by what's going on with him. We are in a space now. We are in a place now where we are showing the world that people with privilege, money, and power can do whatever they want. That's what's happening right now. That is what we are projecting to the world. That is what when we allow people to. Because if it was me that walked out of a courtroom before the judge released us, I would get held in contempt of court. But they're not gonna do anything with him. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway. It's a good day. I don't want to get my blood pressure up, so we're just going to move on. That's all the breaking news I got for right now. Let me just make sure that there's nothing going on as of yet else that, happened during... No? Yes? Okay, cool. All right. Let's go ahead and get into what's happening today, y'all. All right, so today is National Fun at Work Day, as if Fridays couldn't get any better around the office. National Fun at Work Day falls on the last Friday of January. Whether you work for a small office or a large organization, injecting fun into the workplace is a great way to bond with coworkers, boost team morale, gain inspiration, and even increase productivity. National Fun at Work Day was created to foster happiness and humor in the office and bring employees together. So rally your coworkers and bosses and brainstorm ways to best celebrate. From parties, potlucks, goodies, games, awards, and more, there's no wrong way to celebrate National Fun at Work Day. You just need to bring the fun. I agree. I think National Dr. Whole Day, it seems a better choice. I absolutely agree. Because this is just letting me know that there's a lot of you remember those mandatory fun days or mandatory work events? Anyway, y'all have fun at work. Moving on. It is Aquarius season, y'all. We are still in Aquarius season, so shout out to all of the Aquariuses, specifically the January Aquariuses. We got one today. So first up, Angela Davis. Happy birthday to you, Queen. We appreciate you. She was born January 26, 1944 in Birmingham, Alabama. Angela Yvonne Davis is an American political activist, philosopher, academic, and author. She is a professor at the University of California, Santa Cruz. Ideologically a Marxist. I don't know what that is. Davis was a longtime member of the Communist Party USA and is a founding member of the Committees of Correspondence for Democracy and Socialism, the CCDS. She is the author of over 10 books on class, feminism, race, and the U.S. prison system. Shout out to Angela Davis. Okay, all right. Listen, my husband mandatory work trip is in Mexico. Thank you. I know that's right. Are you going, sis? I know that's right. Shout out to Angela Davis and all of the work that she's done and all of the impact that she has made to Black culture. So we love you, Queen. Thank you for all that you do. All right, we got some honorable mentions. And today we have Anita Baker. Shout out to the queen that is Anita Baker. January 26, 1958, in Toledo, Ohio is when and where she was born. Anita Denise Baker is an American singer, songwriter, starting her career in the late 1970s with the funk band Chapter 8. Baker released her first solo album, The Songstress, in 1983. In 1986, the year I was born, she rose to stardom following the release of her platinum-selling second album, Rapture, which included the Grammy-winning single, Sweet Love. She is regarded as one of the most popular singers of soulful romantic ballads during the height of the Quiet Storm period of contemporary R&B in the 1980s. As of 2017, Baker has won 8 Grammys and has 5 platinum albums and 1 gold album. Her vocal range is contralto. Shout out to you, Queen. Happy birthday to you. And happy birthday also goes to Kurt Franklin. Happy birthday, girl. Kurt Franklin, happy birthday. January 26, 1970 in Fort Worth, Texas. Kurt Dwayne Franklin is an American gospel musician, singer, songwriter, choir director, and author. He is known for leading urban contemporary gospel choirs such as The Family, God's Property, and One Nation Crew, and has won multiple awards, including 12 Grammy Awards. Variety dubbed Franklin as the reigning king of urban gospel. Shout out to Kurt Franklin. Also, is it a gospel day? Shout out to, and happy birthday goes to Ty Tribbett, born January 26 in 1976 in Camden, New Jersey. Tyrone Ty Tribbett is an American gospel music singer, songwriter, keyboardist, choir director, and founder of the Grammy-nominated and Stellar Award-winning gospel group Ty Tribbett and GA, short for Greater Anointing. Happy birthday to you, sir. There's a lot of birthdays today. And lastly, happy birthday to Christopher Massey, born January 26, 1990 in Atlanta, Georgia. Christopher Michael Massey is an American actor, comedian, and rapper best known for starring as Michael Barrett in the Nickelodeon television series Zoe 101. Massey has received many awards and nominations, including a Young Artist Award and Emmy Awards nomination. He is also known for appearing in several commercials in the early 2000s. He is the older brother of actor Kyle Massey. All right, Aquariuses. And we have some heavenly birthdays. Shout out to Open Notes Gates. Shout out to Betsy Coleman, born January 26, 1892 in Atlanta, Texas. I didn't know that was in Atlanta, Texas. All right. And she transitioned and passed away on April 30th, 1926 in Jacksonville, Florida. Betsy Coleman was an American civil aviator. She was the first woman of African American descent and the first of Native American descent to hold a pilot license. She achieved her international pilot license in 1921. Born to a family of sharecroppers in Texas, she went into the cotton fields at a young age, but also studied in a small segregated school and went on to attend 1 term of college at Langston University. She developed an early interest in flying, but African Americans, Native Americans, and women had no flight school opportunities in the United States. States. So she saved up money to go to France to become a licensed pilot. She soon became a successful air show pilot in the United States and hoped to start a school for African American flyers. She passed away in a plane crash in 1926 while testing her new aircraft. Her pioneering role was an inspiration to early pilots and to the African American and Native American communities. Shout out to you, Bessie. I didn't know anything about that. That's cool. We learn some every day here on Pyro Power Hour. Shout out. Shout out to you, Queen, and thank you for what you've done to the culture, or for the culture, rather. And last but not least, happy heavenly birthday goes to Zara Cully, born January 26, 1982, in Worcester, Massachusetts. On February 28th, 1978, she passed away. Zara Frances Cully was an American actress. Cully was best known for her role as Olivia Mother Jefferson on the Olivia Mother Jefferson on the CBS sitcom The Jeffersons, which she portrayed from the series beginning in 1975 until her passing in 1978. So happy birthday to everybody, Lottie Dottie, that was born on January 26th. But that is not it. We have a diamond of the day. As we said earlier, shout out to our brother, our pyromaniac, our internet cousin. Shout out to Dr. Holt. Shout out to you, King, and one of our gladiators. We appreciate you for all you do in keeping the gate safe and keeping the gated community safe, keeping Pyro Power Hour safe, and keeping everything safe. We appreciate you and all of your windmilling, my brother. Thank you for all that you do, and we thank you for all that you do for the students that is under your charge, and for everything that you do in the community. You're an amazing inspiration, and we just are proud of you, and we want you to continue to succeed and enjoy this weekend. You deserve to enjoy this weekend. So you do a lot. So take a break. Inside joke will be a cupcake. But anyway, you better be fair to your Dr. I know that's right. You're very welcome, King. You're very welcome. We want to make sure we shout out. And if you have a birthday, if you are one of our Pyromaniacs and have a birthday, DM me. Let me know what's going on. You can find me on Instagram or everywhere, actually, at Kwame Speaks Official. And then I'll make sure that we honor you because you are our diamond of the day. And diamonds are made under pressure. Amen. All right. Let's go ahead and pay some bills, y'all. That was a lot. We're going to go ahead and pay some bills. And when we come back, we got to talk. We have a lot going on. A lot going on in these screens, y'all. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
You know that you can now catch the electrifying sounds of Bulletin Flight Radio anywhere you go? Yes, you heard it right. Tune in to the high-flying beats and soaring melodies by downloading the TuneIn app on your mobile device. Just search for Bulletin Flight Radio and hit play. It's that easy. And if you have a smart device like Alexa or Google, just say, "Hey Google," or "Alexa, play Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn." Experience the rush of adrenaline wherever you are. Listen to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn using your Alexa or Google devices. Soaring through the skies has never sounded this good. Don't miss out on the ultimate musical journey. Tune in now to Bulletin Flight Radio on TuneIn and let the music take you on an unforgettable ride. Get ready to elevate your listening experience. Brought to you by Bulletin Flight Radio.
Y'all, we're black. Shout out to everybody joining on in. Make sure you hit that like button if you're just tuning in with us, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It does help the algorithm. We appreciate you for all that you do, and join the family. Join the family. It does help. Yeah. We're a growing family. We appreciate you. All right, y'all. Let's get into some things. We got some things to talk about. All right, let me pull it up here. And shout out to Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. Let's go ahead and get into the rundown, y'all. So there were some stories that we didn't get to this week. So I wanted to make sure that we talked about it on today. First up, one of the ones that we didn't get to was about this man right here. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys watch it. This is some crazy stuff. Check it out. It's always in Florida. Something's going on in Florida.
Today, DeLand police gave us an update after a man was found dead inside a car. They just identified the victim as 51-year-old Clinton Dorsey.
West News Volusia County Bureau reporter Pamela Combe has the latest details that led to the arrest of a local therapist.
First up, I have Travis McBride. Hello, sir.
Travis McBride appeared in court Friday after police say they believe he shot and killed a man in DeLand. McBride is currently being held at the Volusia County Jail without bond. The initial call came in Thursday morning.
There's been a murder that happened, and we got a couple eyewitnesses, and I believe the person right now, he's looking in the road, cleaning up the blood off the ground.
While there's no clear motive just yet, the DeLand police chief shared details about their relationship.
We believe there was an ongoing dispute between him, meaning our suspect, Travis McBride, and our victim.
He doesn't believe they were close, just that the two knew of each other. Chief Jason Umberger confirms the victim was found in the trunk of McBride's car. Witnesses saw this unfold.
I just can't. This is a hot mess. First of all, how the hell the therapist needs some therapy? Everybody needs therapy, number one. Let's start there. But this is a hot mess. This is crazy. You done chop somebody up and then put them in the back of your car and act like everything's all hunky dory. That's a serious level of cuckoo or cocoa puffs. I don't know what the hell's going on with people, particularly in Florida. What's going on with y'all? I don't know if it's the DeSantis getting in your ear, if there's something in the water. I don't know what the problem is, but y'all need some Jesus. Put somebody in the back after you done unalive them. What's wrong with you? My God. Whew. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into the next story. This is some craziness too right here. Adriana Reeves, the mother of the Uvalde shooter. Hold on one second. Let me go ahead and do this. Am I so choppy? Or am I good now? Lower this in. There you go. All right. Ariana Reeves, the mother of the Uvalde shooter, Salvador, Ramos, recently spoke in an exclusive interview with Daily Mail. During the conversation, she explained how she believes her son is in heaven. Okay. And also shared why she refuses to apologize to the victims. And as you guys know, Salvador Ramos made national news when he unalived 19 children and 2 teachers at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. While visiting her son's grave at a cemetery outside of San Antonio, Texas, the mother explained she won't issue an apology to the victims' families. What will it accomplish? It's not going to bring them back or bring back their kids, and it won't change their minds on what they think of me or my son, Reyes 42 explained to the news outlet. The interviewer went on to ask Reyes if she thinks her son is in heaven or hell, and she responded by saying, "My son's spirit is in heaven." She said, "I also feel his spirit is with me as well. I believe God has forgiven him for what he did." She said, adding, the only people who are in hell are the ones who betrayed Jesus. Later in the interview, she also shared a story about how her son showed remorse for the killings during a dream that her daughter had. A younger version of Salvador appeared in her dream, and he was crying to her, telling her he was sorry for what he had done. Listen, yeah, let's unpack this for a second. I I'm not going to tell nobody where they're going to go. I don't think I can judge if somebody's going to hell or not. That's not my lane. That's not my judge. That's not my space. Okay. What I can say is that I think that it was frustrating for me to hear that she refused to apologize. Whether you think that this is going to impact whether or not how people view you or your son should not matter. It really would have been a kind gesture, an attempt to. We're not blaming you for what your son did. I don't think that it's anybody's fault for somebody else's actions, right? But what I can say is she had an opportunity to help heal. If you really felt bad about help heal those people, if you really felt bad about how these parents are feeling, how these families are feeling, how the community is feeling, it wouldn't have hurt for you to just say, hey girl, I'm sorry for what my son did. I didn't do this. I know I didn't do this, but if my apology could help atone, could help make you feel better. I know that my son's not here. But to answer for his actions, but I just want to apologize for what he did. ATL Torres says, just like it won't put her son in heaven. I mean, that's right, Keith. I don't know. She doesn't feel bad. I don't think she feels bad at all. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what's in her mind, but I just don't think that was a smart idea. I just don't. I don't think that was cool. So, you're forever, because of that, it just added more insult into injury. And you look sloppy anyway, so I'm not even, surprised that you don't have a decent amount of decorum or human decency to just help, heal. I think that would have been a great gesture. It's not going to solve the situation. Yes, it's not going to bring anybody back. But it's a nice thing to do. It's that mugshot on the left. Yes, honey. It's the sack of potatoes looking. Let me stop. Let me just move on. All right, y'all. We got a little new segment here. It's called Question for the People. I have a question for y'all. Take a look at this video, and then I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Everybody don't deserve healing because they might be healed for a week, then they'll just go back to that same behavior. Then I got to put them on dick restriction.
On dick restriction?
You had to put girls on dick restriction, guys?
Yes, sir.
How long? What's the longest you ever did?
I start with 90 days.
And you tell them that? You're like,
yeah. The first offense, 90 days.
What's the offense?
What's the offense?
What's the offense?
I don't know. It depends on code of conduct is big with me,
So what's the code of conduct? What?
See, there you go.
What do you have a problem with?
We're just trying to get some of this game.
Every relationship is different. So what's part of
it? Ain't that, but I believe that honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
Like when I meet you, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you how I'm living. This is how I'm living. Now, if you accept it or reject it, this is how I'm living.
Have you ever had girls rejected? Like, I'm not doing no 90-day dick restriction.
No, they don't. That 90-day don't go like that. They just end up being, hey, look, hey, you keep on, I'm gonna put you on dick restriction.
Okay. So, what do you think about dick or vagina restriction? Like, is that something that you guys agree with? Like, what say you? And I know Kevin Gates is one of those people that would be on those, manosphere, podcasts or whatever. But, what are your thoughts? What do you feel? His voice irritates sometimes. I ain't gonna lie though. I have to say, there's something odd about Kevin Gates, but there's also something sexy about Kevin Gates too. I don't know what it is. I don't think I would date him because I think he's stupid. But there's something different about him. Like, I just feel like he got a little freak in the sheets. That's just me. That's my personal opinion, and that's what I'm standing to. I don't agree with him, but ATL Torres said, this sounds silly to me. It sounds very silly, but it's a question for the people. It's childish, Sharita Wilcox says. His voice hurts. Do you feel, first of all, me personally, I don't think that you should use sex as a way to control or handle a situation. Like, I feel like, restriction of that is just weird to me. He says he is a freak. I mean, that's what he says, but he does have something, not sure what it is, but it's something. It's something. It's something. I don't know what it is, Keith, but it's something. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like that's not something that I would do. I enjoy, sex like the rest of them, especially when I'm in a relationship. Honey, you can wake me up in the middle of the night and it's going down. Even if I have to wake up early, it's going down. Shout out to who sings that song? It's going down. It's going down. Meet me in the mall. It's going, whatever that song is. Anyway, moving on. That was question for the people. Next up, we got one story that I wanted to talk about this week, but we didn't get a chance to. Britney Spears has reportedly been banned from the Four Seasons Hotel in Los Angeles due to complaints about her bizarre behavior. And instances of stripping off by the pool. Staff at the Westlake Village Resort have allegedly been driven to frustration by the pop star's antics over the past year. Britney, who owns a $14 million mansion in Thousand Oaks, just minutes away from the hotel, had been a longtime guest at the five-star family-friendly establishment. During one stay, the 42-year-old singer even shared photos on Instagram of herself being naked. Albeit covering her breasts while relaxing in a hotel suite. It was revealed that Britney spent her wedding night at the Four Seasons with her best friend and manager, Cade Hudson, rather than with her ex, Sam Asghari. The singer enjoys the hotel spa and beauty retreat, which offers a large indoor pool, massages, and various guest treatments, according to The Sun UK. The source mentioned that the hotel attracts high-profile and wealthy guests who spend significant money there for business or leisure. These guests do not want to feel awkward or uncomfortable due to Britney's actions. Despite being an A-list celebrity, she cannot do as she pleases at the Four Seasons. However, Britney's recent behavior seems to have led to her being temporarily banned from the premises. Now listen, I think free the titties, girl. Leave her titties alone. Yeah, y'all wouldn't mind if it was somebody sharing their deck. Leave her alone. She's been through a lot, and I think that she is comfortable in her body. She has a nice body for for her age. So what's the problem? It's not like she's running around the city. She paid for a hotel stay. Now Brittany, you can keep it in your room or maybe buy out the pool for a couple of hours. Maybe that would appease them, so that way you got to be alone with you and your people, and then show off your titties. But I think people should leave her alone. That's what I think. Let's see what the people says. What do you mean? I bet you did. What does that mean, Dr. Holtz? Cupcake says, "Leave Britney alone." Hell, that's what I'm saying. Let her titties free. Yeah, Serena. Going back to Kevin Gates, I don't like the idea of someone thinking they can punish me. Yeah, especially if it's with that. Anyway, I don't know. Well, I think that they should leave her alone. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Pay your fine, girl. Go to another hotel. It's fine. Next up, the LAPD's investigation into Michael B. Jordan's Ferrari crash has reportedly been closed, according to TMZ. She needs a Yanla. Not Britney needs a Yanla. Child. The news outlet reports that the actor won't face any criminal repercussions for the incident because there's not enough evidence to prove what occurred on that night. As previously reported, footage surfaced on the internet showing the crash, and multiple news outlets have reported that it might have happened while racing another Ferrari on the road. In the footage, you can see Michael's car crashing into a parked Kia on the street. Law enforcement told TMZ that the video footage that everyone has seen on social media is just a piece of the puzzle, but wasn't enough evidence to tie everything together. Also, authorities were unable to prove if Michael was actually behind the wheel when his Ferrari crashed. Take a look at the footage that we got. There it is. That's a little crazy. We want to see that one more time. Now, I don't know if they were I don't know. Well, first of all, we can't even prove that he was in there. It's just this part right here. We don't know if he was even in the car. So it couldn't have been him. It could not have very well not been him. But you know, I think that, you know, some of these actors, and we had a crash with, what was it, a couple of months ago with what's her name from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Was it Beverly Hills? Orange County. And she was he drunk on drugs? I don't know, and I don't want to put that out there because I think that he's rich enough and smart enough to know that he can have a driver drive him if he was that drunk, because he's been in the game for a while. So I just can't see him driving drunk, and he hasn't. You know, there hasn't been a lot. There hasn't been a lot of information or rumors, you know, about him doing something like that. So I don't know. He looks like he sneezed and pulled the wheel like he's so stupid. So we just said, I don't know why someone would do that. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it could have been nothing. He could have just lost control. It could not even been him. So we don't know. But basically, they're saying there wasn't enough evidence, so he's not going to face any criminal repercussions for it. So. And if it was him, the fact that he's not going to face criminal repercussions is great. He may face some civil repercussions. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I know that nobody was hurt in the crash or nobody was hurt in that incident. So we thank God for that. Okay. Moving on. Good luck, Michael. If this wasn't you, thank God. If it was you, thank God again. Praise Jesus. Moving on. Now, I don't know what's going on with this. Apparently, they've been having issues in a feud for years. But in the world of hip-hop, feuds and rivalries have become an integral part of the culture. One such long-standing feud is between rap icon Eminem and Benzino, fellow rapper and former co-owner of The Source magazine. In the latest drama, Eminem takes clear digs on his track titled Doomsday Part 2. The song is part of Cole Bennett's lyrical Lemonade compilation album, All Is Yellow. On the record, Eminem pulls no punches as he takes shots at Benzino's physical appearance, specifically mocking his neck, or lack thereof. This personal attack is accompanied by claims that Benzino is financially struggling and residing in motels. However, Eminem doesn't stop there. He drags Benzino's daughter, Coi Leray, into the mix, further intensifying the animosity between the two. On the new track, Slim Shady raps, "Now I got a riddle. What? One condition, you mustn't laugh, okay? What is the opposite of Benzino? What? A giraffe. Ha ha." Okay. That's kind of funny. I'm sorry. But I think this is really stupid. I really think this is dumb. But if we do some further digging, which we have, apparently they've had beef since, you know, this, I guess, the Source Music Awards, because again, Benzino was the co-owner of The Source magazine, and he threw some shots at Eminem back in the day, saying that he was appropriating culture and all that stuff, whatever. So I don't know. Benzino's been in the news or in the blogs lately, or in the past year or so, and you know, dealing with his daughter, dealing with, you know, just his mouth. So I don't know why it feels that Eminem came out of left field with this, but you know, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. Michaela said, but he was telling the truth about his neck. And in fairness, one could argue that Benzino was telling the truth about Eminem back in the day. He ain't got no neck. You know what, okay? I'm just saying. Now, speaking of subliminals, this morning, there's some news that broke with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, apparently, Megan threw some shots at Nicki Minaj and Drake in her most recent single hits. I don't understand. I don't understand why. Why we waking up? Like, who woke up with like this amount of like violence? Where is it? Hold on one second. I gotta grab it because I lost the article. Where are you, girl? I just had it. Why don't I have it anymore? Yes. Okay. So let me pull it up here. Megan Thee Stallion disses this song. Okay. So yeah. So Megan Thee Stallion sends fans into frenzy with new diss track Hiss. Megan's latest track gives rise to speculation over the 28-year-old rapper's feud with Nicki Minaj. Just single, Megan Thee Stallion released her latest track, Hiss. The 28-year-old rapper has called out those who have something negative to say about her in the scathing new single. Fans believe that Megan has also attacked her Hot Girl Summer collaborator and fellow rapper Nicki Minaj. Now, subliminals at Megan before he worked with somebody and she was calling basically alluding and calling Megan a clout chaser, and you know, I don't know. I feel like Nicki's mouth has gotten her into a lot of stuff, whatever. But I was actually a little shocked with the whole situation with Drake. I wasn't. I'm gonna tell you why I wasn't, because Drake alluded in one of his songs. Drake alluded to Megan lying about being shot. So you know, this is really silly. I think this is a mess, but I also believe in people defending themselves. So Megan has a right to say what she needs to say. Cupcake says, Meg said, "Leave me the hell alone, or I will call you a fat phasing lie in song." Listen, you got to be careful with artists because they can throw revenge on things. Comes with when it comes to, you know, into their artwork. They can put all their energy into their artwork, into their work. So I don't know. I think this is silly. I hope that this dies out. It probably won't, because Nicki is not that type of girl which is going to allow somebody to, it's going to be back and forth. That's what they do. So, you know, I think at some point though, Megan, you know, had a right to feel what she feels. She puts her emotions into her work, into what she does, and so, you know, I commend her for it. You know, turn your pain into profit, as Candy Bird says. Praise Jesus. To them, we'll see how it goes. Hold on one second. As a member of the light skin delegation, we do not claim Aubrey. Now, listen, Drake is very handsome, but I don't trust him. I don't. I'll let him hit it, but I don't trust him. I wouldn't leave my wallet on a nightstand around him, you know, because I just think that he's a little two-faced. Anywho, love you, Greg. Bye, girl. All right, let's move on. And that's actually the last or the last story of the rundown. I want to get into the power pack, you guys. But before we do, we're going to take one quick commercial break, and when we come back, I want to talk about why I'm tired of this church. I want to talk about why I'm tired of this church. Because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot going on. And I think that we are in a space right now. And I want to make it very clear that I'm not a church vlogger. I'm not somebody that goes in and you know, does all this stuff, but that's not what I do. But I do want to address certain things that has been going on with the church. And I just felt like what I saw this morning, like took me over the edge. So we're going to talk about it when we come back after this break. All right, stay tuned. Because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe and Noir. And we're Black, y'all. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys go ahead and head over to Bullet and Flight Radio after the show today, because Bullet and Flight Radio is having Dance Party Fridays. They are rocking it out. And I was getting ready, and I was joining in dancing, getting ready for the show today. And they are rocking it out with a lot of Janet, a lot of good stuff today. So make sure you guys head over to Bullet and Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. And Valentine's Day is coming up. So make sure you guys head over to my candle company, Lux and Noir Candle Co. But you can go over to luxandnoir.com and you can get some bath and body work stuff. You can get some there's gonna be some new products coming up in the next week. I'm so excited. And get some deals, y'all. Some deals coming up. Just watch over the weekend, you'll see. All right, y'all. Let's get into some things. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, y'all, while you're here, if you haven't done so already. All right, let's get into some things. We have a lot to talk about. I want to talk about some things. It's time to load up this power pack. Okay? It's time to be in rare form on today. Praise Jesus. All right. I'm tired of this church. I am sick and tired of this church. So earlier this week, we had Miss Kim Burrell. Y'all already know how I feel about Miss Kim Burrell. I'm not a fan of her. I'm not, whatever. Yeah, she has great talent, nice voice, woo. But she's an ass. I'm sorry. She is. She gives that very nice, nasty church mother energy. And those type of people, they really turn me off when it comes to churchgoers and the congregation and stuff like that. But this is what she said this week.
Is when I say thank you. It's a solo. God's using me. Don't sing with me right now. Lord, I'm singing alone now. You, ma'am, with that mask. Let that mask work for you. I'm singing alone. Lord, I'll be back. No, I'll call on you when I'm ready.
And she responded this week talking about how she really is so rude, Serena. Like, well, I mean, rude. Okay? Oh Lord, not Eva Lee. Yes, I like that. I'm calling Eva Lee from now on. My issue with Kimber, my issue with this, and I get it. I understand that there's some people who, especially praise and worship leaders, who want to make sure that they're ushering in the spirit and stuff like that. But my thing is that if you're focusing on that, if you're focusing on ushering in the spirit, and you're focusing on setting the atmosphere, which is one of the main jobs of the worship leader, if that worship leader / minister of music, whatever, if that is your job, why are you focusing on other people joining in and getting into their praise? Maybe you're bringing them in. Maybe you're bringing them into the spirit. You shouldn't be distracted by other people singing. Number one, maybe the audio is not loud enough for you. Maybe you need to get some in-ear monitors. Maybe the monitors are not loud. There's always an issue with some people's monitors, some churches' monitors. Secondly, that's number one. Number two, if I'm a paid church going member, a tithing member, you ain't gonna tell me how I need to worship. You're not at all. Dr. Hope says she looking real sick in the face. The Lord whooped. That's here, no there. My point is, at the end of the day, you're not going to sit there and tell me how to worship and tell me to shut up or be quiet while I'm worshiping the Lord. I'm not there for you. That's the problem. People are on that stage trying to be there to have a show instead of actually coming there to worship. I'm tired of this church. I'm tired of this type of church. That's my opinion on that. Let's move on. Next up, this Negro, Bishop J. Drew Shear. Now, I was going to leave this to Darrell Walter. Shout out to Darrell Walter, who is one of our actually is our church vlogger. Okay, and Walt B, because they cover those type of things. And also shout out to King Jives. I was going to leave this to them. But there's a reason why I want to play this. Okay? Because it leads into my last thing that came up today. Check it out. This is what he said.
A saint trying to operate in the world with sinners is like a man trying to be a woman.
Oh my God. That's good, Bishop. Yeah. That's good, Bishop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Let me tell you how that happened. A man that's trying to be a woman, he throws his hands too much. A man trying to be a woman, he claps like
Let me tell you something, Drusilla. I have a problem with you because you not that far off from whispers, honey. Okay? I don't know what your problem is. You've been having problems ever since you've been appointed, girl. And I don't know what your problem is, but you need to chill the hell out. Because half your congregation, if not 75% of your congregation, is some of those people that you keep making fun of. That's why this church is going down. That's why this type of church doing is going down. That's why this type of church doing is why people are leaving in droves. People were blaming COVID. No, people use COVID as an excuse to not go to your church anymore because you're full of crap. Because they got tired of being beaten down and disrespected. And Karen, girl, I heard you. That's right, Bishop. Yeah, Bishop. I heard you, girl. When your wigs don't come, when your wigs start drying up, don't say nothing. Don't be mad. Allegedly, Dr. Ho, I can't put that up there. Dr. Ho said, I got to run back to schoolhouse to pick up something, but I know you're going to talk. Oh, yes, I am. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, we're going to get to her behind right now. Because this morning, I woke up in such a good energy, okay? I woke up praising my good Jesus. I woke up just really excited about the day. It's Friday. I don't have no photo shoots or video shoots this weekend. I get to relax. Y'all know I'm an organization and clean freak, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean tomorrow. I do have to film, but it's my own stuff for Kwame Speaks. Okay? Hear this heifer come up. I open up my Instagram. First thing that pops up is this heifer. Now, Juanita, you've already... Hold on. Juanita, we've already been allegedly watching you because you came up breaking last week about some alleged embezzlement. And we haven't heard hide nor tail about that since. So we still looking at you real side-eye, girl. But then you want to come up and start some other mess and saying this. This is what she said.
Because we wearing our pants too tight. Them little bitty suits is worrying me. Them ones that's hot waters that's cut all up in here so we can count how many you got down there. Something is wrong. Little jackets that's too little, look like you just put on Lil Ray Ray's clothes or something and came to church. I'm not hearing y'all talk to me. To the point, even your little dance scare me. The way you shout scare me. Your knees too close to be a man. Oh, I'm not getting nobody to talk to me right now. Maybe I got to look down here on the monitor because let me get tipping when you shout. Open up your legs and shout like a man. Y'all better come on here and say something. Y'all up here shout like girls and the women shout like dudes. That's it. Close your legs up. You a woman. Where is our difference? The Bible said put a difference. A difference.
Juanita, I have a question for you. When you go down on the ladies, do you spread your legs? Do you shout in tongues? Because you're not going to sit here, you're not going to sit, and that last part about you coming after the women's, girl, allegedly, the women's been following you. Allegedly. So while you're one of those people, you're one of those self-hating gays, allegedly, you're one of those self-hating gays that sits there and goes in the back after you done read and you started bashing gays from the pulpit, and you go to the back with your armor bearers, okay, and then you go to the back and get plowed, or you do plowing, or you munch crunch for the girls. Because you over there dagging, girl. Dagging. And you sitting here, this is what I am tired of this church. I am sick and tired of the Juanita Bynums, of the Bishop J. Shears, or J. Drew Shears, whatever your name is, girl. I'm tired of the Kim Burrells. Y'all, I'm tired of y'all when you have nothing else to talk about. When we have so much in the Bible, there are churches that literally teach about the Bible because there's so many stories that we can talk about, so many things and aspects of life that we can talk about. But you choose to bash people constantly, and then you wonder why your church is dying out. You wonder why young people don't want to come to you. You wonder why people are turning away. And what you're doing, let me take you down because I'm tired of looking at you, girl. What you're doing is you are pulling people away from God because they're going to associate, in their hurt, they're going to associate you with their relationship with God. You are doing a disservice to God. While you're sitting here collecting your little checks, girl, while you're sitting here, it's disgusting. And then you wonder why people don't want to deal with y'all. You want this new generation, they can't. We're tired of the same old okie doke. That's why nobody wants to go to your church. That's why nobody wants to go to church, period. And what's sad is that this does a disservice to those churches that are actually doing the work of the Lord. This does a disservice to actually, because it paints a broad brush over those who are actually teaching the word of God, who are actually teaching God's love, who are actually teaching the message of Jesus. That's what it's doing a disservice to. But you want to go ahead and play church. A lot of y'all want to sit there and keep it how it used to be. And how it used to be doesn't work anymore. We're tired of y'all saying the same thing over and over again. And it's not even expected anymore. But what we won't do, what I won't allow, is people to get hardened up by it, to get numb to it, like they deserve to be bashed from the pulpit. Not my Jesus. That's not how my relationship with my God is. You're not going to defame the word of the Lord. You're not going to defame God's love for his people. Because you don't like what's going on. Because you hate what's inside of you. Because you hate, you have a self-hating mentality. You want to go ahead and project that onto everybody else. Just come out, Juanita. Come out the closet. Because you've been doing this for years. I don't know what gay man attacked you or hurt you, girl, but you are really coming after the homosexuals. And J. Drew Sheard, you were way too accurate on those mannerisms, honey. It seemed like that wasn't practice, honey. We know about beards, honey. Don't go there. Don't go there, because there's a time. That's why there's certain people that have shut up and stopped doing the whole gay bashing, because they don't want their secrets to come out. Because you can't go and do your thing and bash people on Sunday, but then the night before you would get bending and tooting and booting and getting yourself plowed out all over Kingdom Come. We're tired of it. Grow up. Let it go. There's so much to talk about in the world. There's so much to talk about in everything. And you're sitting here making it like it's It's just ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me at this point. There's no purpose in you doing all of this. So either you are doing this to drum up attention for yourself because you have low tithing, or you just genuinely are a self-hating, self-deprecating bastard. Because nobody's bothering you, girl. It would be one thing if somebody came up on stage and snapped and snapped and smacked, okay? That would be one thing. But you came out of left field. I think you always come out of left field. Why do you care what somebody else is wearing, and why are you associating that with the sexuality? There are a lot of metrosexuals out there who are cisgender heterosexual men. But you need something to talk about. But I promise you one thing, you better be careful how much you talk, because then people will start talking about you. And it may not be in the way that you like. And then when it does happen, I'm just gonna say this. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's not my relationship with God. That's not the relationship that a lot of these people have. And then you wonder why there's so many people that are so church hurt, they refuse to come back to the church. And refuse. It gets to you, those bloods, those souls are on your hands. People who are leaving, and not just the church, because I don't care if you go to the church or not. It's your relationship with God. It's your relationship. Listen to me very clearly. I don't care if you go to a brick and mortar building or not. I don't care if you watch it on virtual. I don't care if you listen to it on the radio. That has nothing to do with your relationship with God. And for those who are church hurt, and for those who have been hurt by these pastors and these preachers and these wannabe men and women of God, those souls are on your hands. Juanita Bynum, Bishop Drew Sheard, everybody else that has been talking, Kim Burrell, that have pushed people away from God. Those souls are on your hands. Let that sit in your shots, Ashanda. Whew. My bad, y'all. I was in a rage when I saw it. I'm sorry. Let's see what the people say. Go wash your sheets, girl. You clearly need some meat. Get your crackers and go lay down. I know that's right. Keith says, coming for Granny McCrae. Listen. Dr. Holt says, honey, I can't say what I want to, but girl, you know, you out here pushing out like it's not fun. Maybe if someone opened yours, you wouldn't be so angry. That's what I'm saying. Yes, it's very sad, Serena. Swallowed. You too, girl. You said some stuff back in the day. And you said something recently about freaks. He has nothing to offer because he is not in the word or prayer. That's what I'm saying. Right. And seen. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you had an amazing time. If you did, feel free to bless me with a Cash App or Pyro Media. Pyro Media now has a Cash App. You can bless them by going, and those Cash Apps will go to our sponsors and also our sponsorships, and also any of our after-school programs that we fund, and all of the things that the philanthropic things that we do as well. So you can go to Cash App $Pyro Media, and then donate there in any way, shape, or form. Every dollar counts. We appreciate it. Or you can bless me at Kwame C86. That's Kwame C with as in Charlie 86. I appreciate you guys. We love you guys, and happy birthday to Dr. Holt again. Make sure you guys bless him too with D Lee. It's a D. Hold on one second. I gotta pull it back up. D Lee. 1972? Was it 1972? I gotta go all the way back up. Was it D Lee 1972, y'all? I can't remember. Put it back in the Cash App if you don't. Oh, thank you, Cupcake. 1982. That's right. D Lee 1982. All right. Why did I say 72? That was way old. I tried to play. I wasn't trying to play you, Doctor. I really wasn't. I'm sorry. My bad. D. Lee, 1982. Go ahead and bless him. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love you guys. It's time to get on out of here. Let's rock on out and get on out the building. We appreciate you. Love you guys. Don't forget to donate to Bullet and Flight Radio. Share and subscribe. And text Blaze, BLAZE. Let's get on out of here, y'all. God bless.
Abundantly, above all that, I ask a thing, he did exceedingly, abundantly, above all that, he did exceedingly, abundantly, above all that, I ask a thing, he did exceedingly, abundantly, above all that, I ask a thing, he did exceedingly, abundantly, above all that, I ask a thing, he did exceedingly, abundantly, above all that.
Thank you for watching Pyro Media Network. For more information, please visit pyromedianetwork.com.